Have y'all ever wondered, what do real estate investors do all day? Do they just sit around and play video games? Do they just sit around on the beach all day? What do they actually do to make all this passive income? Well, today you're in for a treat because I'm going to take you along with me throughout my day and show you things that I do to help make passive income. Let's go. You just had to be in the video? Huh? You just had to be in the video? You couldn't help it? All right. As a real estate investor, going from day to day, you're always looking out for new deals, you're looking for new opportunities. But for me, there's a few extra things that I do. I also do things like property management. I help people buy and sell houses, residential. So I'm always trying to do a lot of things. But at the end of the day, my whole goal, every dollar that I make, is to try to build passive income so I don't have to work if I don't want to. Every client that I have, every owner that we manage properties for is all towards the goal of trying to save up so I can get that next rental property. With that being said, I'm about to meet an owner right now at his property so he can kind of check on things and we can get his house rented. Let's go. So I just got done meeting with an owner. It's always great to meet with an owner to kind of catch up. Sometimes you don't see them or sometimes they're from out of town. He didn't want to be on camera, so respecting his privacy. But as a property manager, man, something that we got to do all the time is we have to constantly go in and check out houses from tenants once they leave. And as a real estate investor, I understand when a tenant moves out. I understand how frustrating it could be as a property owner to have a tenant that jacks up your house, that messes it up, especially if they weren't there for a long time. And that's what we're dealing with. But as a real estate investor, you got to understand that sometimes things just happen. And in this game of real estate investing, there's a lot that goes on. There is a ton of problems that you're going to have to deal with. And if you can understand that, you can easily make passive income. Because remember, the whole goal is to make that passive income. With that being said, we're about to head to another house. An owner is having part of their master bathroom renovated. They're having a tenant move in shortly, so we're trying to get this wrapped up and get them moved in. So we're gonna head over there now, and I'll see y'all there. We just pulled up to the house, about to go inside, see how far the workers have gotten for today. There probably isn't a lot of work because we're waiting on some material to get delivered, but let's go inside and let's see. Something that I really love doing is I love being able to help other people get into real estate investing. So when I get some friends or I get some family members that either refer people to me or they themselves come to me and say, hey, look, I want to invest. I love doing stuff like this. I love coming into a house with a project that say, hey, look, can you help us? We don't know any contractors. We don't know plumbers. Can you help us to renovate this shower because we want to put a tenant in there. We want it to look real nice. We want to make some more money. My answer is always going to be yes, because I love helping people. I love educating people on the power of real estate. So that's the goal. Remember, the whole goal of everything that you do in real estate investing is to make passive income. Never forget that. Now look, one unfortunate thing that happens with real estate investing is there's going to be times where tenants just completely mess up and they ruin your house. They ruin your rental properties. But when things like that happen, that's where you have to use the law to your advantage and do things the right way. With that being said, we're about to head down to the justice of the peace because we got to file small claims against the tenant. Tenants were only in this house for a few months and it made it look like they were there for a few years. So This is the unfortunate thing that sometimes you're going to have to deal with as a real estate investor. But if you can handle it, you can be successful. Oh, man. Oh, Lord. Man. All right, I promise y'all. Man, that workout this morning got my legs feeling like spaghetti noodles. But y'all know how important I feel health is now. So take care of your body. Go through the pains. Go through it. Trust me, it's worth it. All right, just got done with the justice of the peace. Unfortunately, it's a government building, so they wouldn't allow me to record in there. I'm sure y'all understand. But yeah, for all of you would-be investors out there, please know the local laws of how to file claims against tenants that may be bad. This is a huge part in passive income, because if you can plan to have part of your income and your rent set aside every month to going to doing certain things like this or repairs, it'll make your life so much easier. It's a huge hassle, but if you prepare for it, it's better to be prepared for something than not prepared at all. I know to y'all, it only seems like it's been about 5 or 10 minutes since we started this day, but for me, it's the middle of the day already. I started at about 7 o'clock. It's already about 1:30. So it's time to head to the house, go to my home office. We got a bunch of paperwork and computer work to do online for different tenants, for different owners. So I'll see y'all when we get home. Let's go. All right. So got here back to my home office, and I know what some of y'all are probably thinking, like, how does this relate to investing in properties? You're doing property management stuff. Well, let me tell you. So if you have a good job right now, let's say you work, at a plant, or you're an engineer, you're a nurse, whatever it is, and you're making some money. Let's say you own a house already and you're trying to look, how can I get passive income? Well, the whole goal is you want to start saving up, because the sooner you can buy that first rental property to start generating passive income, the better. The sooner you can do it, the more equity you'll have in the long run. And that's the goal that I've had for this channel the whole time, to help everyone, someone just like you, to be able to get into their very first rental property and to succeed at this. And so if you have a regular job, like me, when I first started, I wasn't into real estate investing. All I did was property management, and I did real estate and get commissions on the side. And that's where I was taking the money and saving that up to get to the rental properties. And that's exactly what you want to do and how you want to think. You want to start saving up as much as you can right now, especially if you're young. Start saving that money now, get that first rental property. With that being said, I got some more work to do. I have to generate an entire list of materials for that shower that I showed you earlier for my client. So I'll catch up with you guys later. Look, I've been sitting here for about 30-40 minutes, and I applaud anyone out there who can sit behind a desk all day long and be just fine. I don't know how y'all do it. I would go kind of crazy. I finished doing some stuff for today, but y'all, mad respect to y'all who can do it. I can't. Excuse me, Pepper. Excuse me, girl. You want to say hi? You said hi earlier. You said hi earlier. You want to say hi again? You're going to be on YouTube. You know that? You don't care, do you? All right, go on. As I'm sitting here, I'm trying to think, there's so many things that could happen as a real estate investor from day to day. I know for me, today was a kind of busy day, but not too crazy. But there's so many things that could happen as a real estate investor. A few other things that I can do on any given day. I can easily be driving around looking for properties. I could easily be looking for distressed properties. I could be looking at, maybe I have a list of properties I've identified that are going to foreclosure, and I'm gonna go look at them, see if they're in a good area. I mean, there's so many things that investors, we do, that I can't ever put it into one video. That's why I'm gonna make these vlogs a monthly thing. At least once a month, I'm gonna take you guys along with me when I have just a super busy day of ripping and running and trying to do a bunch of stuff, to share with you guys of how busy it can actually get. And that's the life of an entrepreneur and an investor. You can make your own hours, you can work when you wanna work, but you don't have to work if you don't want to work. The benefit to doing that is you can create your own schedule, but the downside is just as bad. If you're not careful, you can never work. You can take 2-3 weeks off, and that might be great, but you're not getting paid for that. If I could offer up some advice for those who have watched it and made it this far, please definitely like and subscribe. Comment down below if you've made it this far so I know who you are. But if you've made it this far, here's a huge piece of advice that I want to give you guys. For real. Biggest piece of advice that I can give to you all is to never be satisfied where you're at. The moment that you can get comfortable and get relaxed and say, oh, I'm good making a couple of $100 here and there passively, that is the moment when it could all go wrong. Never stop trying to achieve maximum passive income. You never know. You could be someone just like me who happens to get into a car accident and it may change your life forever, and you may need passive income. So don't wait. Start learning how to passively make income without working. And it's tax-free. If you're really looking to step your game up and to become an investor full-time, part-time, some of the time, go ahead and click right here.